Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another pre-market watch list here in the Boiler Room. Just know that we're coming back from Christmas. A lot of people still probably are spending time with their family, so it might be a little bit slower today. So do expect that going into the market, or expect that it might end up being a pretty crazy day, considering that a lot of times traders are ready to get back to trading, and then we could have a crazy day. So it's always, kind of a catch-22 when you're coming back off of holidays, where it could be slow or it could be busy, or if things are moving, considering people want to get back to trading. So good morning, Mr. Corna. Good morning, Daniels. Good morning, everybody tuning in. Ooh, South Carolina is what I'm assuming. So again, could be a pretty good day. There are a few stocks that I know are going to be in play, or that at least look like they're going to be in play. So we're going to cover those. Not a whole lot on the watch list here today. So yeah, it should be a pretty good day. I think we'll see PETZ maybe make a little move to the upside. If that got short sold as hard as I think it did, we might see a cover pop today. NXTD should be in play. LTEA might be in play. DMPI. So there's quite a few, honestly. Yeah, Weed Blockchain. Yep. So let's definitely get cracking on this and get going. All right. So I'm gonna start sharing my screen here. All right. So one of the first that I know a lot of people are watching is the stock DMPI. So DMPI did gap up this morning. There is news, something about a fast track designation for their cancer treatment. Now it is gapping up, but something to take note, if you look at like this 1 year chart, it looks as if every time it gaps up or pops up, it kind of fails. Like you can see it popped up here and came down. It popped up here, came right down, popped up here, it came right down. So to trade DMPI, honestly, it honestly will most likely come right back down. It's gapping up here this morning, but a lot of times, if you look at the daily chart, it shows that it gaps up pre-market and then comes right back down as soon as the bell opens or during pre-market. So to be honest with you, if history repeats itself, DMPI is going to come right back down. So for those of you watching DMPI, just know that every time it does do this type of move, it comes right back down. So honestly, I'm not too crazy about it, considering that every time it's done this, it comes straight back down, and there's not much money to be made to the long side. Okay, so you can keep it on watch, but just be cautious because it does tend to fail on all these little breakups every single time. Okay, so DMPI is kind of there as because it's one of the leading gappers this morning, but not super crazy about it. IGC. Let me get to the right chart here. IGC, same thing, kind of popped from 64 cents up to $1.90. This might have been the one with, weed and blockchain in there. So this one says Indian globalization capital doubles after company says to use blockchain to address issues specific to medical cannabis industry. So you got medical marijuana, you have blockchain. So you got two hyped up, divisions in the headline of this stock. So it goes from 60 cents up to $1.90. All right, let's check out this daily chart. So on the daily chart, it kind of does the same thing where it spikes up. I mean, if you look at them all, I mean, they all tend to do this in every stock, but spikes up, comes down, spikes up, comes down, right? So here we go, spike up, come down. So this isn't known to really have huge multi-day runners. It's had a few, and it is a stock that moves, so it's definitely worth keeping on the watch list this morning. So if you see, we got a high of $1.90. We're already way below that, down to $1.45. So we're basically 50 cents, 40 cents from the high. Okay, with that being said, it's possible that this is going to make some more moves to the upside, but you can see it tapped out at $1.90. So we know that $1.90 is resistance on the stock right now, and we have a little bit of a support down at $1.45. So that's what you're going to want to watch for. You want to see if the stock will hold up right on this $1.45 level when we open. If it won't break, then it'll probably squeeze up. So you can watch IGC for a long if it continues to hold on the $1.45 level. But if it breaks, it's probably going to start coming down, and then it's not going to really be good for a long unless it's a reversal trade. If this opens and it just dumps straight out, there's most likely going to be a reversal on this stock, right? And it's hard to say exactly where it'd be, but I would imagine it would probably be somewhere around the $1.20. We'll probably see that reversal right at about $1.20, that line right there. So keep an eye on a $1.20 level for a potential reversal. If it holds up on the 45 level or 45 or $1.45, consider maybe a long if it's not going to break. If it won't break support, it'll most likely squeeze up and then continue higher. Okay. What else do we have here? There's another one, APTO. Haven't looked at this one in a while. So based on what I'm seeing here, this looks like it's very bearish. And it's probably going to continue down. That's APTO. So that's another morning gapper here that everyone's watching. But again, it popped up very quickly. Little on the lighter. It's got 370,000 shares of volume. So, that's good. We're not the first there, but it's pretty bearish right now. So, I mean, I'm probably not going to mess with it to the long side. But if you had to analyze it, it's definitely on a downtrend. If it can kind of hold up right now where it's at and then break above the trend line that you see here, it might squeeze up this morning. I believe it does have some news. There is news this morning, maybe. Yeah, okay, so it got an FDA grant for its orphan drug designation to Aptose Bioscience, something with myeloid leukemia. So it does have some pretty good news out there this morning. It is worth keeping an eye on, but I'm not too crazy about it, considering that it's downtrending right now. I'd rather see this uptrending, but it is downtrending into a descending triangle pattern. So this is more of a bearish pattern. So know that right now APTO is setting up into a bearish triangle where it is breaking down right now, okay? So not really too curious about that one to watch. I know that a lot of people are talking about that. So the stock that I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on here this morning for trading is going to be NXTD. NXTD is definitely one that has been in play, right? If we go to just a 5-day, you can see that it had a big day here. It's had some nice little reversal trades throughout, and now it's pushing up to this 560, 570 mark. So I told myself today that if we can get a strong break above this 570s, 560, this pre-market high, then I'll be looking to take a long on it. I'm pretty sure we can see this one spike. It's been in play the past few days. When stocks have been in play for the past few days, they're usually good to keep on watch, and that's exactly what I'm doing coming off of this holiday break. There might be less volume in the market, so I'm going to keep my eyes on stocks that have been in play. And one that has been in play is NXTD. So I'll be looking to take a long on NXTD over the 560, 570 if it continues in this pattern that we're seeing right now, because it is bullish at this given time. Well, I guess a strong break would be like you can just see a lot of Benjamin. You can see a lot of buying pressure on level 2. It has a lot of volume coming in, and all you have to really do to understand that is you'll see it, right? If it's having a tough time getting through it. So if we pop up to 570 once and then don't go through, then we pop up to that level again, don't go through. Then we pop up to it again, don't go through. That means we're probably not going to break through. But if we go right up to it and then I can see that the level 2, the price is about to jump above 570, then I would hop in. And that means you'll see a lot of volume start coming in. So your volume meter on your screen down here will start going up. You'll see it. It'll just start rising and rising and rising, which means more volumes coming in. People are looking for that break above that 570 mark as well. So definitely keep NXTD on that watch for maybe a break over the 570s. Another one I'll be watching is LTEA, just in case. I mean, this was some BS, blockchain news. It's still really extended. It's up at $5 when the price was like $3. So I'm just going to be watching this one. This one's just going to be on the back burner. If you ask me, I'm still short biased on it, considering if you look at this daily chart, it popped up to $10 all the way up here, came right back down. And then this blue line, this purple line, this is where the support's at, but the price is all the way right there. So definitely watching LTEA short bias today. It doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of volume, so that's one that I'm just going to keep on watch. Okay, definitely on watch. Okay, well, and then we'll cover DPW here in just a second. Another one that I want to watch is RIOT. RIOT is up pretty big pre-market. Now, it is technically uptrending on just the past like day. Okay, if we look here, you'll definitely see it is starting to turn around. It's kind of uptrending, right? We can see that there, that it is uptrending. So this is the key level I'm watching for is this trend line right here. So around like this $26, $27 level. If it breaks through 27, I think we might see it dump out a little bit, maybe down to 26. But right now I'm watching to see if it can hold this 27 level, which is right here. If it can hold that, we can definitely look at this for potential long. But if you look at this daily chart, right, we are, let me move this down. When you look at this daily chart, we have gapped down or gone down quite a bit, and we bounced right at the $20 level. So that tells me, in the grand scheme of things, $20 is a strong support. We're back up to like the $20 to $30 level right here. So it's kind of wishy-washy right now. Again, I know Riot's going to be in play. Bitcoin is starting to move back up in price. With that being said, we might see a further push up to the $29 or the $30 level with Riot today. But Riot's always in play. Like this, there was a big move there, and then it kind of climbed up all day. Then we had a nice short sell opportunity here. Riot is one of those stocks that continues to be in play, that gives day traders like us opportunity to get in and out of our orders. So definitely keep your eyes on RIOT. This one here is PETZ. Now, PETZ is interesting because it squeezed up all the way to $11 a share and then got just crushed for the majority of Friday, all the way from 11 down to 5. So if you ask me, I'm actually kind of watching this one for a long because it's holding up on that $5 level pretty nicely. It has been downtrending since the start. You know, it squeezed up and its IPO. It's been downtrending for quite some time, but there's just something that tells me that if it got short sold very, very hard here, we might see those short sellers cover and then cause a squeeze in the morning. So I'm looking at this one definitely long biased right now with maybe an initial target of $7. So from 5 to 7 or above 6 to 7. Definitely keep PETZ on watch here. There's not a lot of pre-market action, but I think, you know, we'll see a little bit of volume come in and we'll see a quick little morning spike for PETZ. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can cover that one too. So let's hop over to DPW real quick. DPW has been back and forth for quite a while now. You can see that it finally broke down. Right now, it's just kind of in the middle of nothing. It's really not an amazing play for me. Just because if you look at the daily chart, you'll see like it finally broke down below its support. It caught itself in the middle of nowhere at $3.20. That's basically where it stopped out, which is weird. Now, you see what I'm saying? It popped down and then it came back up, and now it's trading sideways. I don't know what's going to happen with this one because it's right in the middle. It's not at a good like area necessarily. If I had to be completely honest, I would say this is probably going to come down a little bit today. I would be still more short biased on it than I am long. Well, let me look at this again. Let's see. Well, it is hard to say what's going to happen with this one. Like I said, it's kind of in the middle of, you know, crossroads at the point. It's not really at any amazing like spot. I mean, that's still a bearish chart because we have dumped over. This is just what this appears to me is a short sell cover, causing a squeeze, and then we'll continue back down. So I think DPW will be continuing down, in my personal opinion, just based on what I'm seeing here. And there it's actually starting to dump out. All right, if you look now, it's actually starting to go. There we go. So starting to dump down here a little bit. So that's what I was thinking is it's probably going to continue down. Okay. So I don't really have a game plan for DBW. I'm just pointing out that it still looks pretty bearish to me. So for those considering long, maybe look to attempt a long on something else here this morning. NETE was also on the watch list. Basically, this had that cryptocurrency news, the big boom, and then it popped up, came down. Now we're pretty close to support. The moving average support's at about $11. The price is now at like 13 something. But like the gentleman said, who was it? Mike Taylor, possible squeeze. Yeah, definitely the possibility of a short squeeze on NETE. I mean, if you look at this, just look at this 5-day chart, right? Big move up, starting to get crushed. And then as you can see, the stock is starting to kind of, it's not going lower right now. It's actually starting to trend up. And it's definitely looking bullish. This is one I'm keeping on watch for a long. And my first target for the day would be at about a price of $20. With this amount of short selling, you could see a very, very big squeeze. They could easily push you up to the $20 mark, okay? So definitely keep NETE on your watch for a long because it's very possible we'll see a short squeeze on it today. All right. FTFT. Yeah, I mean, FTFT was like $3 a share, and now it's kind of up. I would be more short bias on this as well. I know they had some news that like made them pop up, but they're kind of downtrending, and it might go to fill this gap to the downside. So watch FTFT for a potential short down to like the 330, 350 mark for it to fill the gap down, okay? So that's all I have for you here this morning on the watch list. So I hope that helps you guys pick out some potential plays for today or some potential stocks that you're willing to trade. But those are the ones that I'm keeping an eye on pretty closely. So I'll watch DPW, I'll watch NXTD, NETE, PETZ, RIOT, LFIN, maybe just watch it. But that one always has big spreads. It's more challenging to trade. But that's all I got for you guys this morning. All the links are in the description below for the Facebook group, free chat room portion or free chat room version, link to the course, live trading room, etc., etc. So hopefully today we see some volume, we have some opportunity. It appears to be that way. I think today what's going to happen is it's going to be one of those days that the morning starts off kind of hot. We'll have a lot of volume right in the morning, and then things are going to slow down like crazy. And I don't think there's going to be many plays coming into Power Hour today. Again, we're coming right off the holidays, so people are still hanging out with the family. So good luck to everybody. Thanks for joining in. And then I will catch you guys all tomorrow morning, all right?